I hate to say it, but I cannot recommend One Piece in 2024. But before you click off the video, let me explain. The animation is super dated the first 200 episodes. The art style is super goofy, and it's way too long. In the time that it would take you to actually catch up to One Piece, you could learn an actual useful skill like welding or something. I don't know. Clearly, I didn't make the right decision based on the poster in the background. But if you're okay with dedicating a good portion of your life to this show, it's one of the greatest stories ever told. That's right, Shakespeare, you dumb, stupid idiot. You lost out to a pirate cartoon. Now you might be asking, if I'm going to watch this show, how does it keep it interesting with 1,000+ episodes? Oda, the manga writer and artist behind One Piece, does this in a couple different ways. The first one we're going to go over is location. Most shonen anime only have a few locations where a fight could occur. Think of Naruto fighting in the forest, or Goku fighting in a desert wasteland. Heck, Goku fights in a desert wasteland even when he's on a different planet. In One Piece, this is absolutely not the case because they changed locations so often. Each island in One Piece is its own character in and of itself. Every island Oda creates has its own biome, political system, and cast of characters, and each one of them matters even if you never see them again. In fact, very few locations are reused or revisited other than the occasional flashback, and if we do see an island again, it never stays stagnant. In fact, some of these islands change dramatically due to the actions of certain characters. Most islands could be its own location for their own anime, but none of this matters if our main characters aren't interesting. And you can say a lot about the Straw Hats, but uninteresting isn't one of them. Each and every Straw Hat is a three-dimensional character with their own goals, history, and core beliefs. Even though Luffy is our main character, Oda does a great job at making all the Straw Hats feel important, even after their main arc. By episode 200, you will consider the Straw Hats closer to you than your own family. Even Usopp. Usopp's not going to be your favorite, but you'll love him regardless. Now, Sniper King, on the other hand, he's the GOAT. Everyone loves Sniper King. If Sniper King isn't your favorite Straw Hat, you simply don't understand One Piece. And that's the great thing about One Piece. It makes you care about characters that at first glance look goofy and annoying, but by the time you get to the end of their story arc, you'll grow attached to them and they will become your favorite character. Don't believe me? Let's take Bon Clay for example. When you first meet Bon Clay, he is a goofy and an annoying henchman. By the time you get to Impel Down, he will become one of your favorite characters despite his silly design and initial personality. He's not the only one either. There's so many characters in One Piece that make you think that they are just a gag character because of how ridiculous their designs are. But then you realize they are the emotional driving point of the arc or the super powerful villain. Sometimes both. Then you forget about them because you hadn't seen them in 300 episodes, but they pop back up and you're just so excited to see them again. A character could be a kid that won't stop crying in episode 1, but 200 episodes later be so built that he would make Gohan jealous. This doesn't just go for the good guys either, but before we talk about the villains, let's talk about the card game and my friends at Hollow Games. If you're looking to pick up some One Piece cards, or really any other card game for that matter, I recommend Hollow Games. They also have mats, merch, dice, and even weekly events. So what are you doing? Go check them out. Links in the description. Now back to the video. In most anime, when a villain shows back up, it's either because they got a huge power boost or they become a good guy. This happens in One Piece too, but another angle that Oda takes is that a villain becomes more politically powerful. There's a character in One Piece that literally rises to power due to his charisma and runs his ship more like a cult than an actual pirate crew. And he doesn't do this because he's like smart or cunning. He does this because he's dumb and extremely lucky. So basically he's a US politician, and ironically he is a clown, so that lines up. And you want to know who hates the government? Luffy. Luffy would destabilize an entire country just for food. One Piece in its simplest form is Luffy arriving at a new island, someone's mean to someone, and then Luffy punches the nearest government official and is rewarded with food. I'm somewhat joking, but that is the formula Oda uses, and it works. And that's the great thing about Oda's writing. He's really good at subverting expectations when he needs to. With that being said, even when Oda is being super formulaic, he's able to make the most hype moments in all of anime and manga. Let me tell you, there are very few things in anime that get your blood pumping more than when Luffy and the crew start walking up to the bad guy for the final fight. And the fights look fantastic after like 300 plus episodes. And it's not like the fights aren't set up well. It's like I said, these were animated a long time ago, so they really don't hold up. Now you might be saying to yourself, oh, I'll just watch the live action remake. I don't recommend doing that though, because even though I do think the live action is pretty good, it's definitely telling a slightly different story. Now you might be saying, oh, I'll just wait for the Netflix remake, The One Piece. But there's a problem with that too. By the time the remake comes out, the manga is already going to be done. And because the internet sucks, we'll all know what the actual One Piece is. I can see it now. Thumbnails of the reveal of what the One Piece is all over YouTube. Clips on TikTok, if it's still around, of the final fight. It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to suck because as soon as the One Piece is revealed in the manga, everyone's going to know about it, no matter if they want to or not. Just take Gear 5 for example. As soon as Gear 5 was revealed, it was everywhere. You couldn't walk into a comic book store without seeing a knockoff poster of Gear 5. Even though I don't recommend One Piece because of how long it is, if you're going to watch it, you better start now, because we're living in a very special time where no one knows what the One Piece is, and that won't always be the case. And that's part of the magic of One Piece, is that you're going on this great adventure without even knowing what the One Piece is. If you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post a new anime video every week. See you all next time, my fellow shinobi.